What is the studio you chose for your investigation?
Well,
Dylan?
I chose Riot Games, the creators of the hit game League of Legends.
Ben?
I have chosen Bethesda Game Studios because I am very passionate about the game Elder Scrolls V Skyrim.
I've chosen Hi-Res Studios, the creators of Realm Royale, Paladins and Smite.
Oh.
What about you, Drew?
you?
What have you chosen?
I've chosen Ubisoft.
Uh-huh.
'Cause I like all their games.
All their games.
All their games.
All their.
Even Watch Dogs 1?
Most of the games. Watch Dogs 1 was a good game.
Watch
No,
Dogs
it
2.
wasn't.
It was alright, but I chose the game was Assassin's Creed.
Right.
Which one?
Well, all of them.
What's your
Assassin's
favourite?
Creed?
What's your favourite Assassin's Creed?
My favourite Assassin's Creed is
It's got to be Black Flag. It's got to be
Black Flag or Revelations.
Revelations was very good.
Okay then. So what's everyone's? Oh, can't already gone through that one. What's everyone's favourite game in your chosen company?
I've already
So you said
it,
Skyrim,
Yeah, I said Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed, Black
Smite.
Flag, and Smite.
yours?
Okay, well mine's their only game, obviously. It's League of Legends. Well, they don't need more than one game, so don't chuckle at that, because they're already more successful than Bethesda.
Alright,
Okay, there's no need for an argument. This is
Dylan.
this is just an interview.
why did you choose your chosen studio?
Well, basically, I chose Riot because I've got like no life and it's all I play. Basically, all I play.
I chose Bethesda Game Studios because I like Skyrim. It's a
Yeah,
fun game.
Anything else to that? No.
I mean, the Fallout series as a kid, I've never really tried it myself. I played a couple of days of Fallout 4, but I kind of ruined the experience by downloading too many mods, and I just kind of gave up with it.
Right, I pretty much chose Smite because it's the only game I'm interested in at the moment. None of the other games really appeal to me.
The Wolfenstein series is pretty good.
That come from.
Well, I'm just
Adding to the
backtracking.
conversation.
No, it's just-
Yeah, and
yeah.
conversation. I play Wolfenstein: The New Colossus.
Is that a Bethesda game?
Yeah,
Is it?
yeah.
Okay, right. I'll ask a question then. Has anyone got any personal experience with the studio's work?
I mean, I've played Skyrim. No, I haven't been to
No,
any
not really.
conventions. Have
No.
you been to conventions like Riot Games, League of Legends?
No, I've never been. I know they do a few things with content creators, like they invite
Right.
them over to the office, but alas, I am not a content creator.
You been to any Ubisoft related things?
No, I've never. I'd like to go to one. They'd look
Like
cool, though.
Gamescom?
Yeah,
they
I'd
do
love to
stuff
go to
there,
Gamescom.
yeah.
That'd be cool.
Are there any job openings at any of these companies?
Yeah, there's many.
Yeah, there's a couple I've got.
You have quest designers, producers, artists, concept artists. There's many openings, honestly. So it's just
Well, there's tons of jobs at Riot. They do a lot of things, but there's only one open space in the London office, and that is esports product management. So that'll be like the hoodies or whatever for the different esports teams.
Well, at Hi-Res, I'm mostly looking into the QA, which is game testing, and the games design. It's going to be in Brighton, UK. Their other studios are in China and New York.
Well, I found a studio in San Francisco. Bit far away, but it does with Ubisoft. It looks onto their AAA games and all that.
Okay then. So, if you could change anything about your chosen company or game, what would it be?
They didn't make Paladins.
well, I would hope they made the AI in Skyrim a bit better, some more dialogue. But the game is over 6 years old, so they can't really complain.
Yeah.
Repetitiveness, if that's a word.
Oh,
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed.
Creed.
Yeah.
It repeats itself over, like the story arc.
doesn't
is
it?
That's what I like about Skyrim. Even though you start a new playthrough with the exact same quest, you still enjoy it. You know.
Yeah, and different options in Skyrim as well.
Yeah,
have to go,
you can
at the
choose. You
start
can choose what kind of
choose,
character you want to be. Yeah. So loads of options, but
That's cool.
I'd change by what they do is to kind of make everything better instead of making the good things worse. So now everything's just too
Open,
strong.
yeah.
So in order to make that, they make everything
It
else
makes it hard
strong.
for new gamers to try and play. 'Cause they
Yeah,
just-
because they'll get
Strong,
dominated by
yeah.
people that know what they're doing.
yeah.
Make it easier for newer players, I would say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
they already tried
to
like
get a larger
more-
community, they need to balance it out more.
Yeah, they already tried a bunch of new PR things with having a bunch of new like adverts and things created for the game. So
What are the main competitors of your chosen companies?
Probably Activision.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a major one with Ubisoft. I think Microsoft, they might be, but that's a company, isn't it? It's not really a thingy.
I mean, my main competitor, not mine, Bethesda's main competitor would be Rockstar Games because they do similar types of games, open world games like GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption. So that's why they're Bethesda's main competition. But because it's a AAA company in general, it has competition from pretty much every other AAA company because the more games being released, the more flooded the market is, which ultimately means less people will buy your game.
Well, the biggest competitors for Riot Games would be a Hi-Rez, Valve, and Blizzard, because they all have created similar games to League of Legends. So.
I would say for Hi-Rez, definitely Riot Games, as Dylan's rightly said, make the same MOBAs and stuff. If we talk about games like Paladins, it's going to be Blizzard for Overwatch. That's pretty much it.
When did you start playing your favourite game?
Oh, I started about 2 years ago. This is an interesting story, this one.
Alright, let's hear it.
So, I never had an interest in the game. It looked quite boring to me.
Right.
I didn't think it was that interesting. And then one day my mate convinced me to try it. You know, as you do, try and get your mates to play the games you play. And then I did. I played it like a day or two. Didn't really like it at all. Stopped playing it. You know, never touched it because I didn't like it. And then a few months afterwards, they convinced me to try it again. And I did try it again, and started playing it from then. I thought once I understood the game, it was like a drug.
When did you get into the Assassin's Creed franchise?
Well, when did Assassin's Creed 2 come out in like 2008? So my brother got it for his birthday. He never played it, so I was like, oh, go on, I'll have a look at this. I played Assassin's Creed 2, completed that, and then I thought, oh, these games are cool. So then got Brotherhood, then got Revelations, then got number 3.
Never played the first one.
Never played the first one.
I haven't played the first one either, but I played a fair amount of the others.
I would say maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, I started playing Smite, and then it didn't really appeal to me. I found it quite hard to play and hard to learn. And then a friend got me into it and taught me how to play it a bit more, and I've been playing it since.
When I got into Skyrim, I would have been...
when did it come out? 2011.
2011, so I would have been 10, but I started playing it when I was around 13. So yeah, almost 5 years ago, similar to Reese, because I was a wee lad. My sister was went to get a book signed, and at that time I was eager to play those games. You know, those games which were rated 18. But, you know, I was a young kid, so my parents didn't let me. You know, so my dad was like, "Why don't you try getting a 15 game instead?" And I saw Skyrim on the shelves, but I didn't think I would like it. But my dad was like, "I'll just give it a go." So I tried it, brought it home on the PS3. I really enjoyed it. Ended up getting it on the 360 a year later, then on the Xbox One 2 years later, and I've got it on the PC.
Interesting story.
My story's a little bit similar to that actually with Skyrim, because I used to play that bit. It was the PS3 when it first came out, and I got it for my dad for his birthday. Same with GTA. I bought it for him for his birthday, so I could play it. You know, the only excuse I could get around getting a game with the age rating higher. You know.
Yeah.
Is there any other games you would have liked to have done instead of your chosen one?
Yeah, well, mine would have been the Dark Souls series from FromSoft. Such a good game series, honestly.
Doesn't have to be with.
I would have said Halo. I liked Halo. I've only played one of the games, which is Halo Reach, but I've been interested in the company.
Yeah, I probably would have chosen. See, I like Ubisoft, so I probably would have chosen like Watch Dogs or Tom Clancy. They're cool.
Yeah, I probably went on some Clancy like Rainbow Six Siege. Yeah.
What about Minecraft?
Minecraft's a good game. I've played that on and off for a long time.
My brother was playing it the other day.
I was playing it again last night.
I
played it a few days ago and predicted where some diamonds were. And I right got those diamonds. I got them so hard.
I would say, who do your studios admire in the industry, or their original work, or?
Riot Games would probably admire. It wouldn't be Valve because they bought the rights. I can't remember who it was, but the original creators of Dota, because that's how League of Legends was born, from a mod from Dota 1. And then Valve bought the rights to Dota and made Dota 2.
Well, the Elder Scrolls franchise has been around for a while, about 20 years now, just over that.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it came out after the Fallout series, didn't it? I think Fallout came first.
I think so, yeah. so I must have. I think the Elder Scrolls franchise would have been inspired by the Fallout series then. So
The Assassin's
Same
Creed
sort.
series was inspired by Prince of Persia. That's the game
Right,
they used to have.
mm.
Then they inspired that to do them. So that was cool.
Yeah, they're quite similar. I've never played it. I've seen a little
I've never
bit.
played Prince of Persia, but I've seen
There's a
couple
lot of
of
like
them.
similar parkour.
When it comes down to Smite, they're releasing. Oh, excuse me. In 2014, I believe. I think they're inspired by some other games in the industry. One of the larger games of the type was Dylan's game League of Legends. They got a large player base, and I would say Smite is just kind of an adaptation of that.